Hello, sports fans, sports bettors, and YouTube Nation. John here with Riggett Picks. Hope everybody's having a great and happy Saturday. September 11th, 2021. A day of remembrance for sure. A lot of lives changed on this day 20 years ago. Tell you right where I was when it happened. But, just kind of take a moment of your day to think about the people that lost their lives in that whole ordeal. How tragic it really was. But carrying on, we got college football, a lot of college football starting really soon. I'm going on, put my plays out earlier this morning before I left. Had to deliver the freight to work this morning, and then I'm actually going to bounce and try to get back home before the Buckeyes kick off against Oregon. Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks. Yesterday was just a crap day for me. Just crap. I couldn't hit the water if I jumped out of the boat. The boat was still on the trailer. I just had to jump out of it and try to hit the water. Hit ground. Concrete hard. Free YouTube play was the Texas Rangers team total over 3.5. That hit in the third inning. They took care of business. Other than that, it was junk. Yankees moneyline was my biggest play of the day. They got whipped 10 to 3, I think. Rays money line, they got whipped 10-4. Angels first 5, riding Shohei Ohtani. He got absolutely clocked. I believe the Astros scored more runs in the third and fourth inning yesterday than they had scored in the previous 10 games they've played. Probably a little exaggeration there, but you get the point. They decided offensive explosion for them. 9 runs in 2 innings. Crazy. One of those days. They happen. They happen in sports betting, that's for sure. But anyways, carrying on. Got a lot of college football today. It's bounce back weekend, and it's what we do. It's what we do here at Riggett Picks. You got to ride. You got to ride the tough waves out. Sometimes they pummel you into the sand and keep pouring water on you until you can surface again. But we'll get there. It's just a matter of time. Now, anyways, before I go into my video between Washington Huskies and Michigan Wolverines, I'd like to tell you about Thrive Fantasy Sports. You got one more day. They're a paid partner of mine. One more day to jump on and sign up. Use the promo code Ricketts. They will match 100% of your deposit up to $100. So you can get a free $100 to play on their website. And they will give you a free ticket to their Week 1 NFL contest with that promo code Rickett, a $20 value, totally free. Your chance to win $20,000, over $100,000 in the prize pool there for their Week 1 NFL contest. What Thrive Fantasy Sports does, they take prop plays and they mix them with fantasy sports. So I know a lot of you guys have heard this over and over again, but if you're new, I highly suggest you go check it out. It's fun because you can say, take for instance Tom Brady over 2.5 touchdowns, yes or no. There's a fantasy value for the yes, a fantasy value for the no based on how likely it'll happen, and then you make your lineup and you get points and you compete for real cash prizes. It's just like fantasy football. It just uses prop plays. So if you are playing against somebody and they have the yes on Tom Brady over 2.5 touchdowns, they get that fantasy value, and if Tom Brady throws 7 touchdowns, they don't just keep stacking on. It's just 1 point value. So there is that to it. And they focus on the top players, so you don't got to do countless hours of research on, the third string running back for the Baltimore Ravens and how good he is. Please let him be good. Please. I had Gus Edwards on my fantasy football team. Yay me. Anyways, Washington Huskies, Michigan Wolverines. This game was set to be a good showdown between two, subpar teams from years past. Michigan came out on fire this year. Yes, they didn't play that quality of an opponent, but a decent one. The Huskies, they played Montana. They lost to Montana, 13-7. I don't know what to say about it. It was an ugly game for Washington. It was kind of an ugly game for Montana. And Michigan came out with authority. Michigan did lose their top receiver in their game. That is going to hurt them to a degree. They didn't strike me watching the game as a pass-first, pass-heavy team. They're kind of more focused on the run. They got a quality running back and running system and offensive line. Jim Harbaugh, it's do or die for him this year. Simple as that. He's either gonna sink or he's gonna swim this year. I believe Michigan alumni, Michigan fans, they're not exactly excited that they've been losing. They're having losing seasons. It's not Michigan culture to have losing seasons. Coming out against Western Michigan and thumping them was a good start, but it is Western Michigan. It's not like they came out and thumped Wisconsin right out of the gate. But they look good. They look like, they're at least going in the right direction. I am an Ohio State Buckeye fan. I have a little bit of respect for Michigan because there's a huge rivalry there. I don't typically cheer for Michigan, but the Huskies looked it was just ugly. And I don't know if the Huskies were looking ahead to Michigan and just completely underestimated and forgot to game plan for Montana. That's a very good possibility here. But I think the Wolverines come out in this game and they go right at it. And they go right back at it. And they try to shove that ball down the Huskies' throat. And I think they will for the first half. Maybe the Huskies make a run in the second half. 6.5 points is a really short line for how these teams looked week one. A really short line. I think Michigan's, there's a lot of value there based on how both teams looked in week one. Now, whether the Huskies were just preparing for Michigan and forgot about Montana and be like, oh, we got a game before them? Whoops. Didn't work out that well. You can't really base, the Huskies gave up 13 points. They played Montana. They should have gave up, maybe 0. And they should have scored maybe 40. But I think Michigan's going to take care of business here. I like them in the first half. It's 3.5 points. I really like that. I think Michigan's going to come out quick and hard. I'd even go Michigan first quarter because I think they're just going to come out and go right at it. And I don't think they're going to let the foot off the gas until probably not. They probably just won't let the foot off the gas. It's what I'm thinking. And it's at the big house. And, they need their fans back. And they're going to get them back, I think. So your official Ricketts Gridiron Pop pick for this game is going to be the Michigan Wolverines first half -3.5. It's at -110. That's great value. So I'm going to put a $100 bill on it. That's how we're going to roll. Let's keep this YouTube free play streak going right here. It's at 4 right now, so let's make it 5 today. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Right there. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know who you're on. Have a great weekend. And most importantly, good luck with your bets.